Good afternoon, morning, day, and night, and welcome everyone to the Load Potato Podcast. I am your beautiful host for this week, Ivan, of course, in all my glory. And today is a semi-special episode. Kind of not really. We got the normal host here. But clearly, for our video watchers, someone broke into my house. So burglar number one, John.
It's a bear. No.
And then we got normal nutsack, not complying, officer, escapee Axel.
No, what do you mean by what the fuck was that?
I didn't mean to say officer.
You butchered that joke so fucking badly. Holy shit! All right.
I skid him. No.
Yeah. But yeah, so welcome back to another episode, y'all. How's y'all's week been?
I'm here, so
Okay.
that should paint a picture on how the week's been.
It's been something.
So court ordered.
Yeah.
I
mean, I had to shave my face, which is bullshit.
Damn.
But it is what it is. I look like Al from Toy Story 2.
Axel, you always look like you had a lobotomy.
Oh yeah, because I'm looking down.
Your character was looking. He was like, looking.
Yeah, because I'm
like
looking down. I'm not even looking at the camera. That's why.
Oh, that's funny. Is that what the halo's for? So you don't move your head too much?
What the fuck you mean?
The
What?
halo.
Yeah, what about it?
The little yellow ring. So in healthcare, whenever you've had like a serious neck injury or a serious head injury,
Oh,
they
that's
put
what
you
mean.
in this apparatus called a halo, where they actually screw bolts into your forehead and the back of your skull. It keeps you from being able to turn your head, so you have to like turn your whole body. Did they do that too? Because no, never
Yeah,
mind.
apparently.
We're
Yeah.
still early in the podcast.
Not
Yeah,
even,
a little earlier that
not
one.
even 5 minutes in. Come on, we gotta wait till 5 minutes.
You're 2 minutes in. But okay, so I say we kind of just jump into it. There's a lot of shit that I know we're going to be rambling on about.
Yep.
So let's just get into it. I actually want Axel to. I say let's talk about the elephant in the room. We haven't talked about this, and I've been joking about this all fucking week.
I know. I just showed up to Savannah. Okay. No.
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Oh yeah, yeah. Literally, okay. That was crazy. Oh, we're almost we
You wanna know
got
something?
we got to hold off for like 30 more seconds before we get into it because we're almost at the 5-minute mark. But no, I'm just joking.
So I have a really funny statistic about that. It took. Hold on, I got to pull it up real quick. It took. So I don't know, for spoilers for Stranger Things. I don't know if you watched Stranger Things.
Yeah, of course I did.
You watched all
of it.
All of it.
I'm
Okay.
all caught up.
Did you know Will's gay speech took longer than the operation to remove the president of Venezuela?
That's hilarious.
So
What?
Will's gay speech took 6 minutes and 51 seconds. It took 6 minutes and 34 seconds for them to steal the president. It took less time for Will and Stranger Things to admit that he was gay than it took for Delta Force to remove a president from its own country.
That's fucking funny.
No,
dude.
not just any country. Supposedly a heavily
Militarized.
Brother,
heavily armed.
See, no, that's the whole thing
Supposedly.
with commies and whatnot. Commies always talk about how good their shit is, but time and time again, they've proven they have dog shit. Remember when Russia invaded Ukraine and Putin was like, oh, we're going to invade it. And then they have like fucking 60s tanks coming out to the battlefield, like absolute dog shit tanks. And then Venezuela's like, oh, look, we have an impeccable air defense. And then they got fucking China, Timu ass having air defense. They just blew up in 60 seconds, not even.
I remember seeing a meme, just on the meme TV thing, whatever, on YouTube. And it was just showing, the Moderno or whatever, fucking.
Yeah, Moderno, yeah.
The COVID vaccine president guy. It was a clip of him basically being like, I'm not afraid of you, fuck you, like US or whatever, like come and get me. No, you can't do shit or whatever. And then like it paused on there and then it was like born in the US and then it just showed the photo of him. Like, like it was just funny.
The best memes I've been seeing of it have been the Hangover recreations when the guys are recreating the photos of everything, like they're the Hangover photos. So funny.
That's just
the dudes eating the chips. And then Brandon Herrera did, when he did his gun meme review, his most recent one, he opened it up.
Oh my
I've
God.
seen that one too. That
That's
the Saddam
also,
Hussein.
that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it says Nicolas Maduro, and then it says Maduro's hiding spot, and it's him inside the helicopter of like the Delta Force. It's like 300 feet, city defended by Venezuela's top guys.
So funny.
And actually, I
So
think
so many
I'm not sure if the casualty report hasn't turned out. I think it was like less than 20 people died, and they were all on the enemy side. Only 20 people.
Yeah,
That's
no
insane.
Americans
I think
died.
there was one American that got shot, and he's supposed to make a full recovery.
No,
or
but
something
the
like
fact that only 20 people died, like that's how precise they are. They were that
Tactical.
precise. Only 20 people. That's insane.
Did you see the photo of Trump posing with the Delta Force team and all their faces are blacked out?
Yeah.
The one dude's got his tats all blurred out and there's just Trump in the middle, just
Yeah.
smiling. This is a hard photo.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
I kind of I need to see that.
I got you.
Yeah, if you want to pull it up.
I got you.
Yeah, dude, all week. I mean, Holly can attest to this. I mean, even y'all can. I've been fucking happy. I'm not happy, but I've been just.
It's funny.
I've just been laughing all week about this because, like,
it happened literally the day after we finished our podcast. Or was it the same day? It was one of the two. It was either we finished recording
yeah.
and then immediately Venezuela got raided. And then we were like, fuck.
Yeah.
It literally happened right
Yeah,
after we
literally
finished
the
recording.
day after. Like, come on. So this
That
has
shit
been a
would have
long
been
time
so
coming.
funny.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. It happened so quick. See, and
Yeah.
people. So I also got to bring this out just because got to bring out my patriotism in this shit. So for one, of course, we took over Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
That for one, it kind of shows how scary the U.S. government or the military is.
So for clarification, we didn't take over the country. We're just holding power until a new corrected election takes place.
Which is just fancy talk of like,
well, I
you're under new management.
It's politically correct.
Yeah.
I know
But
do everything
so
else to be politically correct on this podcast.
In the meantime, the U.S. will be taking over, and so many people online were just like, "Oh, look how the U.S. is taking control of another country. Look how well that went in the past." And I'm like,
in the past,
because we've had people always look at like Afghanistan or whatever, like the Iraq War and stuff like that.
We weren't trying to take over the country.
No, but it's similar. We like floored everyone in the very beginning, and then we had our military presence until they can govern themselves. For one, the people in Iraq never wanted. They didn't want to govern themselves. And two, who gives a shit about that example? Because we have so many other examples, like the greatest comebacks of history. We have Germany that the U.S. took over, and it came, after World War II. Japan, Panama. I'm trying to think of. Well,
that's
Okinawa is
Japan.
Yeah, it's Japan, but
it's the most notable reference that I can.
Yeah. But like we have so many other like references of like the U.S. actually turning over a country to people who actually want to govern themselves and be better, and them actually coming out. Oh, Korea is another one. Sorry. Yeah, Korea.
Also, another example is like this can't really be compared to the war in Iraq because at least the people weren't at least the people in Iraq weren't terrorized by a communist fucking guy the entire time. Like these guys were. These guys were oppressed in a fucking communist society. And
And then also, wasn't there a link to narcotics there too? Isn't there a narcotics link too?
That was quote unquote the reason why Trump invaded. Quote unquote reason. We know oil. It's always oil. It's always oil.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's one of those things of like, might not be the greatest excuse to bulldoze Venezuela. Well, not bulldoze, but like go
surgically. Lobotomized.
Surgically lobotomized Venezuela. But to be fair, I think that's a perfect trade. You get a liberated country, we get our oil. This is perfect.
I mean, it's a partial reason because, like, Evan, you have to also remember that a lot of these Venezuelan people haven't actually saw the fruit of them having so much fucking oil. Like, they have a shit ton of oil. It's not even funny how much oil they have. Like it's
300
crazy.
billion.
But it's not the best oil. It's extremely dirty and sour. It's very crude and sour oil. But luckily
still
for the
oil.
U.S., us with our love for oil, we
Do
can
not
refine literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do not care.
Last I saw, when I saw the numbers, I think it was 300 billion barrels worth of oil just under Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
How many barrels is in Alaska? Because I know technically the United States does have like one of the biggest oil reserves.
Yeah, which is in Alaska.
Yeah, I wonder how much is in Alaska.
So I know one of our main refineries is also in Alaska, but more often than not, the majority of the oil that actually exists inside of North America exists inside of Canada, not America's. And that's actually was a topic of discussion a couple months ago when they were trying to make one of the districts of Canada, what was it?
You mean the provinces?
The province of Canada. Yeah. One of the provinces tried to become the 51st state. Which
we're just going to annex all of
still
Canada.
Awesome. But that also reminds me that Trump's trying to purchase Greenland.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Did you guys hear about that?
I didn't hear purchase.
He's trying to pay each individual citizen of Greenland $100,000 to organize and follow into the United States. And then a lump sum would go to the actual government itself. But that's what I had seen. Whether or not that's actually statistically correct is up for debate. But by my understanding, he's actually trying to purchase Greenland. I think it's exclusively for military purposes. I think. Because there's no oil on Greenland.
It's strategic. I mean, like it's insane, like where Greenland's located. So of course it'd be a very strategic place to have missiles and whatnot placed there, and defense forces. It makes sense. But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Venezuela gets invaded and everything. Yeah.
Well, my last thoughts on Venezuela stuff is that, of course, when it first happened, actually even still now, you have all the like empathetic side are all bitching about the U.S. taking over Venezuela.
Wait, but before you continue with that thought, sorry, I had to cut in here. Do they even say that they're the empathetic ones anymore? Do they even tout that? Or
no, well, not empathetic. That's probably the wrong word. No,
you're correct on that. Empathetic and tolerant. That's what they used to.
Yeah, tolerant.
That's what they used to say, right, back in the past. But do they say that
they still
now?
do.
They still say that now. Even are you sure about that? Because I feel like we're just. When we say that, we're just saying that to mock them because they haven't said it in a while. I think that's the reason why we say it. But
I mean, they still do.
Do they still?
So I'm chronically on Reddit, so I see it all the time.
Okay.
And no, they still are like, oh, we're the morally superior, fucking tolerant.
Yeah.
Like we love all, no borders, whatever that stupid shit is. And like they're still like that, at least on Reddit, which is probably the most brain dead part of that side. But I just find it funny that they're always bitching about this whole Venezuela stuff. And then you look at actual Venezuela and they're like fucking partying and shit. And they're like so happy about this. And they're like, thank you, US or whatever, fucking waving American flags. And
there are a lot of South American countries that are besides themselves happy about him getting removed.
Just be happy for the people who are actually happy. Like,
also, I was right, by the way, Ivan. Venezuela was the one that had the $4 trillion for its loaf of bread. It was Venezuela.
Oh, yeah. Their economy went to shit because of, the fucking dictator.
4 trillion. Keep printing more money.
Yeah, just print more money. Just fucking what could go wrong? No, actually, it's not the trillions. I think at one point they stopped worrying about how much it's worth and just went by the weight of cash.
By the weight?
Yeah.
Like the barrels. They actually did it by like how many pounds.
100%. Once you get over like $1 million in cash, they no longer count it. They actually weigh it.
Yeah, but they're like, how much does it weigh? So
I think they calculated it out per bill.
Yeah, it's fucking whack.
That's funny that the paper is worth more than the actual paper is worth more than the bill itself.
That's why they stopped printing pennies. Pennies became too expensive to manufacture.
Yep.
Because it costs like 8 cents to make a penny, but it's only worth 1.
Oh yeah, I don't think we've ever talked about that. Yeah, the U.S. It's already been like a couple months now. The U.S. is no longer minting pennies. So like when you buy something, you're technically supposed to round up to the nearest 5 or 0 or whatever. Like either round up or down.
I'm about to say, fucking everything should round down. God damn it, you better not be rounding up.
It won't. It won't, but it should, but it won't.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, if something was like $9.95, actually no, it's fine. Like Costco, do you know the Costco logic by the cents? If it's like 0.99, that's full retail price.
Oh,
if it's 0.97, it's they
are selling it at a loss or it's marked down or something.
It's marked down. If it's 0, like 0.00 or whatever,
that's a Costco deal.
No. It means that they need to get rid of it and it's never coming back. Or so. Or
that's the asterisk.
Is it?
The asterisk is
no. They do by the cents or whatever.
Well, there's also an asterisk. If there's an asterisk, they're trying to sell it and get rid of it. Period. If it's 00, it's only a Costco price. If it's 79. It's the wholesale price, and if it's 99, it's a discount.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had the thing, but regardless, like I was just trying to say, like, you know, for Costco, if it says the 0.97 or something like that, you know, you can't pay 97. I mean, you can with a card, but if you do like cash or whatever, they would round it up to the nearest dollar in that instance or whatever. But
to the nearest dollar to help children in need at the fast food restaurants. No, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. No, I'm good. Them kids. I'm keeping my penny.
Yeah,
I spent $17 at Taco Bell. Fuck those kids. No, just kidding.
Yeah, but that's all I got for the Venezuela. Hopefully their country actually becomes good, and hopefully they can govern themselves and not, you know, get another dictator.
If not, we'll have another state.
We'll have the 51st state.
Mm-hmm.
So I am wondering, what is this thing that y'all are talking about that I don't know?
I have no idea. We'll start with the big one. So I correct me if I'm wrong. It's Minnesota that has the most immigrants of Somali immigrants right now, right? Is that the right state?
Yeah.
Okay, so this incident happened in Minnesota.
Oh wait, you're talking about? I know what you're talking about. I know
what you're talking about. What I'm talking about.
No, ice. Sure. Ice.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking. Okay, why? Okay. Sorry, continue.
No, because
I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2.
I'm trying to find the video.
Yeah, it's very
Unless you
divisive.
have it, Axel.
No, I don't have it. And plus, even if I did have it, I can't show you guys. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we can't really show it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, we curse all the time. It's not, but that would age restrict and everything.
Yeah. Anyways, so first of all,
I was just going to show you.
No, I know it. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, Minnesota already is dealing with a lot of shit right now. Like it was at $9 billion in tax fraud is happening already in Minnesota.
Was it 9 billion? No, I'm pretty sure it's million.
No, billion.
In millions.
It's billions.
There's no way it's in the billions.
It's not in the billions. It's in the millions. And I just love the Somalian, the hierarchy member that's reading the speech from her phone. And she goes, I understand that fraud is bad. And she just stops and like covers her mouth because she knew she messed up. Did you ever see that? Did you see that video?
No, I have not. I kind of want to see
that. That one's funny. Hold on. I'll find that one too.
Sorry, not to get too sidetracked, but Minnesota is also the state with Tim Walz.
I was right. It's $9 billion. Billion.
Really?
With a B.
I didn't know it was in the billions.
Yeah, it's a billion with a B. Because I remember specifically, there was a video going around. The guy was like, hey, there's all these childcare centers that are defrauding. And there's one building alone I think it was like $3 million in tax fraud in 1 year.
Okay, but one alone, 3 million is still a very long way away from billion.
Yes, but you have to remember, I'm just one. And like literally in the same building, there was like 5 of them. And each of them were at least doing a minimum of $1 million in tax fraud. Like, I mean, it escalates insanely quick. Like, It's kind of stupid how much, and it's also
It's
multiple
wild.
things. It's not just child thing. There's already a massive problem in Minnesota happening already. That is a discussion for later time. Actually, probably gonna discuss it now, but not this point. So what happened is that a woman was impeding ICE officers at the at where it happened, right? Of course, if you fuck with officers doing their shit, they're gonna tell you to one, either fuck off, or two, arrest you for fucking with them.
Not just any officer. These are federal officers.
Yeah, federal officers. And
which is worse.
of course, if you're fucking with federal officers, they're going to tell you to either one, fuck off, or two, arrest you. And guess what they were going to do? Number two, arrest the person fucking with them. And then, of course, the woman decided to use a vehicle as a weapon to try to escape. And of course, you are shot and killed trying to, fucking. It's so stupid. I can't.
Did you guys see JD Vance's vice president speech on the Minnesota shooting? Did you hear about that? Did you watch that video clip?
No, I
So
haven't.
I watched that clip, and he went on record and actually talked about it and said that people are victimizing the person who was shot, which is they shouldn't have died, but you fuck around, you find out, right?
Exactly.
All life is precious in the end, but you did something dumb. You went to kill someone, and you got killed in return in a form of self-defense. But anyway,
it's not even like a killing. It's like if you're in a vehicle that's already a weapon. It's a 10-ton vehicle that can easily injure someone easily.
People tend to forget that it is so easy to kill someone with a car.
Yeah,
not this guy. Anyway,
what am I? It's 350 or whatever.
Yeah, it's very easy. And yeah. Sorry, continue. We just have to emphasize
that. You're good. And he had JD Vance had said that apparently this particular officer, federal agent, actually had already previously been in an altercation with a vehicle, similar situation. He didn't brandish his weapon and was caught in the door and drug at like 50 or 60 miles an hour for like a mile, and
That's
was
insane.
actually just had gotten over his injuries and returned to duty and was back in duty for like.
So he's like, not again.
And then he's like, I'm not doing this again.
I ain't doing
because
it.
he learned his lesson, went through training again, and did everything accordingly, and did everything by the book. And he did what he was supposed to do and what he was trained to do. And people are victimizing the fact that, I mean, granted, the lady did die, but what about him? Right? His life was just as much in danger, if not even more so in danger. And he did a reaction to his life being in danger to something he had already gone through. So I don't know. It was just kind of an interesting speech that Vance had given. So.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like a lot of people are defending is like, why is he in front of the car? I'm like, why is she there in the first place? Why is she trying to blockade those people? Like,
why isn't she complying to orders?
Yeah, why isn't she complying to orders? Excuse me, they're masked and they're unmarked. No, they have marks. They have marks that say police on them, and you clearly know what you're doing.
Yeah, and if you look, there's the long video, whatever. There's, the cars themselves that the ICE was using, they're unmarked, but they have their lights on.
Mm-hmm.
They literally have their flashing lights on. So it's like you can't really mistake it.
Which technically, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't impede to any form of emergency vehicle or flashing lighted vehicle, that's an offense.
Yeah,
you get ticketed, felony, that kind of stuff too.
Yeah,
but it's not that hard to comply. So, for example, like yesterday or the 2 days ago, I was actually pulled over. Driving around. I got pulled over for speeding. And it took, the whole thing took like 5 minutes. If you just do what you're supposed to do, pull over, roll all your windows down, keep your hands on your steering wheel, and it's not that hard.
It's
I don't
really
understand.
Thing is, I've also been pulled over a couple times in my life. I've never once gotten a ticket, so I am proud.
That was my first ticket.
I've been pulled over probably 4 or 5 times in my life.
I got pulled over 8 times in 1 month and still didn't get a ticket.
Nice. Okay, well.
But none of them were speeding. They were all fix-it tickets for, one was for a taillight, one was for license plate number. One was for speeding, but I knew the cop, and I'm like, come on, man.
Come on.
But, and then a couple other, one was a seatbelt, but the guy's like, dude, you can't wear a seatbelt. And I'm like, bitch, does it look like I'm gonna pop out of the seat and flip through the windshield? Like, come on.
Yes.
Protect and serve.
But anyway, so I've been pulled over many times, but this was the first time I've ever gotten a ticket. And that's when I was speeding. And the dude did me a solid too. So
Yeah.
I've been pulled over a bunch of times. Almost every single, actually, I think every single one of them is because like something on the car is like not working, like a tail light or something
apparently
like that.
my tint's too dark too. Who knew?
Which is weird because my previous car here is probably darker.
Oh, the Sequoia?
Yeah.
Darker.
And
So much darker.
I never got pulled over for
That thing was
tins
a
on that.
death trap in Alaska in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive vehicle with no four-wheel drive with blackout windows.
Mhm.
When it's dark, almost you're all fucking
24/7. Yeah.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah.
That thing was a death trap. I'm back up now.
Good luck, everybody else. But yeah, moral of the story: it's not hard to comply.
No.
Just fucking comply.
And see, the thing is, people are like, oh, they're just going to kill you anyways, because there are a couple examples of, police officers still killing people who are complying and whatnot. There are actually a few examples that it does happen, but it's whatever. And 99.9% of the time, that's not going to happen, right? If the officer's doing their job properly, and even if they do arrest you for whatever reason, you know what you can do? You can sue them, and you can get a shit ton of money if they're doing something wrong.
Yeah, people always earn a lot of money from the departments.
Exactly.
Just sue them.
Just sue them. Like if you
they have insurance, they have all this stuff.
if you know you do nothing wrong, just comply with the officer, and they still arrest you for whatever bullshit reason, just sue them. Guess what? Now you have a fat fucking check now, and the officer is going to get shit on because of whatever the fuck he did.
Yeah. I just gotta also add this because we're on the topic of shitting on the people who literally have no thought process in their entire life. These are the same people who also wants to get rid of the guns from the citizens and give it to the police.
Yeah.
but also defund the police. Yeah. Their logic does not follow through.
It's sad to say that George Washington was right. We should have never had a two-party system.
Yeah, well, it was out of his control.
No, literally,
they wanted to make him king. He should have took it.
He should have took it. He should have took it. No two-party system. Just fucking. He saw what was going to happen if we had two-party system, and he was right.
So technically, we aren't a two-party system. People are just stupid and keep it as a two-party system.
Yeah.
But if you get into the weeds of it, yeah, technically we're a two-party system because we have the winner-takes-all kind of mentality with our voting system, except Alaska. And I fucking hate it that they're trying to get rid of the fucking ranked choice voting. We need to roll that out everywhere.
Yeah.
I fucking love ranked choice voting, and I hate it now that I'm back in Georgia, and I have to vote for one person.
It's a winner-takes-all, Ivan. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, it's a fucking winner-takes-all. It's because, like, in Alaska, I was easily able to go for a third party as my number one. But even though they're never going to win, at least I can still do that. But here,
in your opinion, yeah.
If I vote for a third party,
guess what?
It's literally wasting my vote.
Yep, just throw it in the garbage. No point.
Yeah, might as well not vote at that
not
point.
Counting it anyways, so.
And that's what we say. I blame the internet and social media in general for these people existing in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I just blame the people existing.
I wouldn't even say it's that there's, because I know that there's a lot of them, and there have been a lot of them for a long time, but I don't think that group is growing. I think they're just getting the loudest. Because if the group was growing,
this past election was a proof that they are not growing.
They're just the loudest because the squeaky wheel.
They're definitely not growing.
Yeah, and
if anything, they're receding.
If anything, one of them has already left recently.
I don't know if they're receding now after the whole Venezuela thing, because I know a lot of Republicans that voted for Trump are really.
Because they're like, no, I don't want no war or whatever.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Republicans pissed at Trump because of that whole Venezuela thing. So I know I can name like 3 of them that are super pissed about it. Me, I don't. I think it's awesome that we were able to flex our power that well.
Yeah, I was meaning. I think Ivan was also meaning to mention that during the whole Venezuela thing. That shows how good our shit is. Like how fucking great our shit is. And the reason why we're still the number 1 military in the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the number 2 military in our world is our militia and our American people.
Yeah, exactly.
Because behind every blade of grass is 2 guns.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking love that. Oh, yeah. And I find it so funny. Like, I know we're kind of just rambling on, but right now we're just like dick sucking America right now, and I love it. But just because you said that, behind every blade of grass is like 2 guns or whatever. I thought it was like an American, like 2 Americans with a gun or something.
Behind every blade of grass is 2 guns.
Is
a gun or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know it's something with firearms or whatever. I just find it so funny. These other countries, like people on Reddit, and they're just like, oh, this country is also very gun centric or whatever. But we're all better. And then you look at their statistic, it's just like 2 people with guns, and their population's 2.
And here's the kicker. The measured amount of firearms that are bought and sold in America outweighs some of the largest superpowers in the world. But those are only the registered ones.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. The registered. Well, because we were talking, I remember like, when we first were like in Alaska, whatever, I know we were talking about a lot of stuff, probably with Dave or too, whatever. And, there's always a thing of like, oh, Alaska, you're so close to Russia. You always got that threat. And then, if you actually lay it out, we probably have more firearms in Alaska than like all of Russia.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
The state of Alaska alone, just the people, could stage an invasion on Russia and be successful.
Yeah, like the state of mind of people in Alaska. So we are as armed as like Texas. Well, actually, funny enough, Texas isn't even that armed, but like bigger than Texas. We are, I think, in terms of percentage of firearms owned per capita, Alaska's number 1 per capita.
I think Dave is swaying those numbers.
Okay, yeah, yes, but per capita with the guns, we are meth heads and crazy ass people like Florida. So Florida people, but with the actual skill set of being able to survive on your own.
Yeah, because the wilderness is trying to kill you every 5 minutes.
Yeah, so you have a Florida man with a shit ton of guns, but actually knows how to use them and survive. It's pretty of a deadly combo.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, to Russia and all that. But yeah.
See, America. I know we keep talking about America is great. America is great, right? We hate the government.
That's great.
I love this country so much.
America's great. The government is the only thing that really sucks about it. Like just like with China, I'd love to visit China. China's cool.
To be fair, I would take our government over any other.
Oh, 100%.
No, yeah.
I don't.
100%.
Yeah, like I hate the Chinese government, right? I don't hate the Chinese people. Some of them are brainwashed, unfortunately, which that can be fixed with a couple nukes, but
propaganda like us.
Yeah. And
ours is true though.
Dude,
Ours is true propaganda.
China got some cool shit over there. Like I'd love to see like rice paddy fields and like the mountains and shit. That looks dope as fuck. But I will never visit China. I would never visit China because if I were to ever go there, they execute me because of the amount of shit I say on the internet.
Right. I wouldn't even be allowed in because I use Graphene OS and all that stuff.
And so fun fact, bit of a random tangent about China. So when I was going to school, and I was in the process of going to medical school, I got accepted into a really high chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. And I had gotten the opportunity to study medicine over in China. But I declined because I'm not communist. But true, that is a genuine, actually, that is a true statement. I actually was offered to study health sciences and medicine, to go to medical school in China because of the chapter division that I was a part of.
So, actually, kind of a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
I know technically, in terms of like technology and actual advancements, the U.S. is still the number one for healthcare stuff. So, like, what technically would you have learned in China?
Robotic surgeries.
Oh, I guess they would be better in that
Mhm.
case.
Yeah, surgeries that are robotic based.
Okay.
Because I would have done laparoscopic neurosurgery. Is what I would have done.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I wonder that because another thing that I love about America is we're number one in literally in contributing everything to healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
To the entire world, because everyone's just like, my country has the free healthcare and it's like
Yeah, but
either
it's
free or
shit
low
healthcare.
cost, and then like you look at it and it's one, probably because the U.S. government is providing it for them, or two, they can only have it so cheap because their country literally does jack shit in terms of actually contributing members of the world economy or society about stuff.
Not only that, but the healthcare itself is garbage.
It's just worse.
It's awful. Like, I know, like in the UK or anywhere where there's like actual, like legitimate health concerns. Like if you break your arm, like I've heard multiple instances where if someone breaks their arm, goes to an urgent care or an emergency room, and they sit there, and then they get told that they have to come back in like a week for them to be able to be seen. Because there's no doctors, there's no nurses.
Yeah, they get paid shit.
There's nothing. There's nothing there. That's why you have the predominant amount of people who study medicine usually will come to America. And my health career, the medical school that I would have gone to that studied over in China would have been an Americanized healthcare system, an Americanized education. I just would have been on location in China learning the robotic neurosurgery aspect of things.
Okay.
So I still would have been getting an Americanized version of education. It's just I would have been over in China where they were revolutionizing those laparoscopic surgeries for specifically neurosurgery, cardiac surgery, and pediatric cardiac surgery. So,
nice.
back when I was actually ambitious.
Back when I had the will to live.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
Okay.
but I know I was gonna could you talk about America real quick? So just like well, no, it was partially about America. Like people complaining that America sucks and whatnot, and like it's dog shit.
Their
and
country
like,
swallows.
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing. It's like, brother, if you were in any other country, you'd be arrested and or executed for your opinions. You would have already been dead. You would already been either dead or in jail by now with your opinions. If you were sent anywhere else in the world,
That's
but
like,
at least my schools don't have shootings.
no, but your school has stabbings.
Yeah, it was just no, not even schools, just walking about.
Honestly, yeah. Well, it's like the LGBT community that's supporting Palestine.
yeah, in Israel,
if you go to Palestine, you would die.
They would kill you.
It's illegal there.
Chickens for KFC.
It's illegal to have, I'm sorry, your entire personality is who you have sex with, but you would die and be killed publicly in Palestine for your LGBT standpoint. So
Actually,
go ahead and support it.
Not even just that. Most of the world.
Mhm. Well, I was just using that as a cut and dry reference because we both know people who are for Palestine that are in that type of community that would be publicly executed because of that type of stuff. So
yeah,
and other places like the UK recently, I think it was the UK recently passed that like you have to be 16 years or older to access the internet or have a social media account. Yeah, recently they passed a law that saying you have to be 16 years or older to make a social media account. Which one? That's a good thing. Children should not be on the internet. The internet's already, I mean, at least social media. Social media is fucking brain rot, like galore.
Go outside, damn it.
But they also did the thing where every single social media thing you have to upload your photo ID.
Yeah, which is
we've talked about this literally on the podcast. That not even a month later,
they already broke
these places got data breach, and now these minors have their entire government IDs and everything out on the internet.
Mm-hmm. And then wasn't it like, what was it, South Korea that had like how many petabytes of information just deleted?
Oh yeah, I think no. Yeah, it was South Korea. Because it was Samsung.
That was insane. Yeah.
Or not Samsung, but I remember it because. Or like you literally have the biggest maker of like NAND flash and like storage stuff and you still fuck up.
Aren't they the ones that also make DDR5 RAM too?
Yeah, Samsung's huge. They don't make the DDR5 RAM. They make the cache, the D cache.
Trump should buy that instead.
What, Samsung?
Yeah, just have
It's too big.
How much is Samsung worth, the company? How much is the company worth?
Hundreds of billions to possibly more.
Really?
Well, considering that they're only part of there's only 3 microprocessor or DRAM cache.
So would you say, so are they some of the biggest? I'm relatively ignorant when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Trump does not have enough billions to buy. maybe Elon Musk. He might be able to buy Samsung. He's like, what, 600 billion now or something?
Something like that. But yeah, that's...
So I got a funny ass thing. So when y'all were saying, oh, do you know, do you know what is happening right now? Y'all were talking about the ICE thing. I thought y'all were talking about the shit that's happening in Texas.
No, what is that?
Did y'all know? And I think this is bigger than whatever the fuck is happening with ICE and stuff, because that's just a stupid one-off case that people like to blow up.
Well, see, no,
$410 billion.
Sorry to cut you off on that, but the reason why I even bring it up is because people are comparing it to Charlie Kirk, the whole Charlie Kirk situation. Like that's exactly. People are comparing it to Charlie Kirk.
Say like George Floyd or something.
No. They're comparing it to Charlie Kirk.
Still breathe.
What?
Yeah, they're comparing it to Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that's why he's so insane.
In the car, comparing it to Charlie Kirk.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
that's so stupid.
Yeah, okay. It's insane. So the same people who thought that Charlie Kirk dying was justified are the ones that are saying that it wasn't justified for this woman to die. Are still comparing it to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's a contradiction and a contradiction.
The horseshoe theory.
That's the whole reason why I brought it up, is because of that. Because that's disgusting. Like you can't do that.
That's funny.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's still a contradiction to itself.
Well, we've already established they actually have no moral ground, and they have never had a critical thought in their life.
But they'll argue morality.
Yes.
Even though they have no morality themselves. Because you have to believe in a moral absolute before you can measure morality. And they don't have a moral absolute. Because
I wouldn't say never, because we don't know. They could have one. They just think
they haven't found it.
Absolute, though.
No. Well, I'm not talking about the moral absolute. I'm saying, like, if we're talking about, like, in our case, with, like, God or something like that.
Yeah, I was
skirting around
that.
Technically, I've seen a lot of people in that area who are, like, still, kind of do the believing.
Yeah, and those people need to have exorcisms.
Yeah, technically they'll have no absolute, but
anyway, we can move on.
But moving on. So Texas, though. I think this is bigger because this technically is bigger.
No, Alaska's bigger.
True. Texas, I think, officially got rid of the bar exam.
What?
You do not need a bar. You do not need to pass the bar exam to be a lawyer in Texas now.
I know you can represent yourself.
No, I know, but to officially, like, be a lawyer,
practice law.
Yeah, the bar is no longer a thing in Texas. That's why I was kind of confused. I'm like, y'all didn't know about the shit's happening in Texas?
Hold on.
This is huge. Only, like, the second... Actually, is Texas the second most populous? I think it's the second most populous state in the U.S. And now lawyers free range?
Wisconsin, Oregon, New Hampshire, and Texas all don't require the bar exam to be practice law. According to this.
Is that AI?
No.
Huh.
Bar exam requirements per state.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, Texas officially got rid of it, like, a couple days ago, I want to say. Or a week ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there was one other thing about Texas that I forgot to write down, but shit's going down in Texas. It's actually becoming such a shit state. But yeah,
It's called the admissions without examination clause.
So I literally can just
So-
go and just say I'm a lawyer now.
Yeah, so
Yep.
admissions without examination information. So eligibility requirements. In order to be licensed in Texas without taking the Texas bar examination, you must demonstrate that you hold a JD from an ABA-approved U.S. law school or satisfy each element of Rule 13 exemption from the law study requirements, or licensed to practice law in another state, have been actively and substantially engaged in lawful practice of law as your principal business or occupation for at least 5 to 7 years immediately preceding your application. For applications submitted before December 1st, 2019, have never failed the Texas bar examination, must be certified by a board as having present good moral character and fitness, score 85 or higher on the MPRE, satisfy the requirements of Rule 2A5. I don't know what that means.
yeah, I don't know.
For applications submitted on or after December 1st of 2019, complete the Law Texas components and register with the State Bar Exam of Texas, pay bar dues, and pay licensing fees. So even though you don't need to pass the bar exam to practice law, apparently there's a bunch of different stipulations that you have to do to be able to still practice without it.
Okay, so I'm just reading this headline because this is just what I saw. So this was a day ago. So you said about the bar stuff in the other states. This article says Texas becomes the first state to end the American Bar Association oversight of law school. Oh, oversight of law schools. So getting an education in a law school isn't oversight by the Bar Association?
Yeah, it just means that they aren't able to create the curriculum based on what the requirements are by the bar exam.
Other states to not recognize Texas lawyers.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, Texas is is going places. I don't know where, but places.
That's crazy. Isn't Texas, you can still do I think you can do it. You can do it in Texas, and I don't know what other states, but you can do like a duel in Texas where you want to fight. Yeah, let's fight. All right. And then we.
Oh, to do a duel? I don't know.
What was that called? Consensual brawl or something like that?
I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Something. But I don't have much else.
Mutual combat.
Mutual combat.
It's called mutual combat. So Texas has a special defense for mutual combat. If no serious bodily injuries occur, and the state of Washington has city ordinance allowing it under strict conditions, no bystanders hurt, no property damage hurt, and no serious injuries done, you can do mutual combat in Texas still.
So just go out and just
Where
fight
you
someone.
can go up to someone and be like, hey, I want to kick the shit out of you. Let's get into a fight. And if he goes, okay, and you guys can get into a physical altercation,
You can legally fight.
you can legally fight.
Nice.
But no property damage and no significant damage to each other,
Okay.
which kind of takes away the purpose of fighting, but it is what it is.
Oh well. I think I've gone over all the important shit that I wanted to talk about.
All I thought about next week on the podcast, we'll talk about the fraud.
Oh, yeah, the fraud in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Is
gotta-
I
9
have to find that video
billion.
and show it to you. The district attorney of Minnesota went on record reading a script from her phone and clear as day said fraud is bad. Hesitated, covered her mouth because it was a mistake, and then tried to segue the conversation.
Another side note, Minnesota. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of shit. Maybe we can save it for next episode. We could just start shitting on Minnesota.
Works for me.
But
And it won't be this weird circumstance next week.
no.
I'll be back in my little cubicle. That's all I'm allowed to have.
Yeah. But yeah. Axel, you got any other topics?
No, not that I recall. No.
Well, whatever we remembered, like the moment we stopped recording, we were like, fuck it.
Just write it
next
down.
week. Yeah, next week, put it on the sheet. But all right, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all for watching or listening, depending on how you consume our podcast. Go check the description for our links. Give it all love. There's still the Odysee. You got to get rid of. Or I just got to upload fucking 40 episodes in one night or something. Catch back up. I don't know. But yeah, so do y'all have anything else to say before we go?
Shout out to that one dude in Mexico who watches the show.
Oh, yeah.
The one guy.
For our analytics, specifically for Spotify. I don't know about YouTube, but...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fraud is bad, by the way.
The fraud is
bad.
Yep. Fuck Activision Blizzard.
Fuck them.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
Dog shit.
Yeah, dog shit. And with that being said, we will see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.